Okay, get this. What if the real secret to a longer, healthier life wasn't about what you add to your diet, but about what you take away, even if it's just for a few days? Now, we all know fasting is powerful, but let's be honest, it's a huge challenge. So what if you could hack it?
Seriously, imagine triggering your body's deepest cellular cleanup and rejuvenation processes. The kind you only get from a prolonged fast, but you get to do it while eating every single day. It sounds like a cheat code for our biology, right? Well, it turns out scientists have found a loophole, and we are going to dive into exactly how it works.
So here's the fundamental problem. Our modern diets, which are packed with protein and sugar, have our bodies basically stuck in growth mode. And yeah, that's awesome when you're a teenager. But as an adult, that constant grow signal can actually speed up the aging process. The only real off switch we've known about is fasting. And for most of us, that's a really tough mountain to climb.
And this is where it gets really, really cool. Researchers have been tackling this exact problem, and they found a way to scientifically trick your body into thinking it's fasting. It's a method that gives you all those amazing benefits without the misery of complete deprivation. Now, to understand how they pulled this off, we need to quickly look at 3 key biological processes.
First up, let's look at what happens inside your cells when they finally get a break from constantly processing food. It kicks off this process with a kind of fancy name, but a very simple and absolutely crucial job. That process is called autophagy. The name literally means self-eating, and you can think of it as your body's master cleanup crew. When autophagy gets switched on, which happens during fasting, your cells start hunting down and clearing out all the old, damaged, and junky components. But the key here is that autophagy isn't just about destruction. It's about renewal. It's brilliant. Your body breaks down all that cellular junk and recycles it into fresh, new, healthy parts. This internal spring cleaning is fundamental for keeping everything running smoothly, and it's one of the main benefits we're trying to unlock.
Okay, next up, let's talk about that growth switch I mentioned earlier. It's pretty much controlled by a single molecular pathway that's constantly deciding if your body should be building new stuff or repairing old stuff. And this pathway is called mTOR. The easiest way to think of mTOR is like a foreman at a construction site. When there are plenty of building materials, especially protein and sugar, mTOR is yelling, "Go, go, go," telling your cells to grow, to divide, to build. In our modern world, this switch is pretty much always stuck in the on position.
So this creates a really important trade-off inside your body. With mTOR levels high, you're constantly in growth mode. But when you lower mTOR, like during a fast, you flip the seesaw over into repair mode. And that's when the deep cellular cleanup, that autophagy, really kicks into high gear. So the goal is to find a way to spend more time on the repair side of this equation without the pain of a full-on fast.
All right, there's one more piece to this puzzle. When your body thinks it's fasting and its main fuel, glucose, is running low, it doesn't just shut down. Nope. Instead, it creates this incredible, powerful alternative fuel source.
And that super fuel is ketones. When you restrict carbs, your body starts breaking down fat and producing these amazing molecules called ketone bodies. They are an incredibly clean and efficient source of energy, and you know what really loves them? Your brain. Research shows they can help protect your brain cells and support overall cognitive function. Okay, so let's recap. We want to activate autophagy, lower that mTOR switch, and produce brain-loving ketones. How in the world do we achieve all 3 of these at the same time? Let's look at the scientific loophole that brings it all together without ever forcing you to stop eating. This brings us to the breakthrough. A landmark clinical trial published in the top-tier journal Science Translational Medicine tested a diet that was specifically engineered to do exactly this. They called it, quite brilliantly, the Fasting-Mimicking Diet, or FMD. So what is this thing? Well, the FMD is a short-term 5-day program. It's been carefully designed to be low in calories, low in protein, and low in sugar, but high in healthy unsaturated fats. And this specific combination of macros is the secret sauce. It provides just enough nourishment to avoid the pains of a true fast, but not enough to trigger the body's nutrient sensors like mTOR. It basically flies under the radar.
And the results from the clinical trial, they were absolutely stunning. After just 3 monthly cycles, people lost an average of 2.6 kilograms. They significantly reduced their body fat, and they lowered their blood pressure. But here's the kicker. They saw a drop in IGF-1, a key hormonal marker that's directly linked to aging. They were, on a cellular level, getting younger.
Okay, so this all sounds incredible in a lab, but what does it actually look like in the real world?
Let's get practical and break down the protocol. You'll see it's a simple, repeatable plan.
The whole protocol is surprisingly straightforward. Day 1 is like a transition day with around 1,100 calories. Then, for the next 4 days, days 2 through 5, that intake drops to about 700 calories. And then on day 6, you go right back to your normal, healthy diet for the rest of the month. That's it, just one short cycle per month.
And the food you're eating is all strategically designed. It's plant-based to keep that growth-signaling protein low. It's low in sugar, so you don't wake up those nutrient sensors. And it's high in healthy fats to give you clean energy. And maybe most importantly, it's packed with micronutrients, so your body is being fully nourished even as it enters this amazing state of repair.
So it turns out we can use this deep understanding of our own biology to get the profound benefits of fasting without all the hardship. It's a really powerful idea, isn't it? That just 5 days a month could be enough to press the reset button on a cellular level. It's not about restricting yourself forever, but about a strategic, powerful reboot. The real question is, could this be the health hack we've all been waiting for?